What's in this box will make a world of difference on my Chevy 2500 and the way it looks. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Well, my wife is right, but I won't tell her that because you know how it is. You tell your wife that she's right, and then that's it. It's over with. No, only kidding. So my wife brought to my attention something about my new Chevy 2500. And it's more based on if you have a lighter colored vehicle. If you have a black vehicle or a dark gray vehicle, it really doesn't make a difference. And I'll show you what I mean. So what I mean is the fender, the wheel well. You see how this is all white looking? And you know, the fronts all come with a liner around the engine bay on most of your vehicles today, most of your pickup trucks. But if you don't get the protection package or you build your vehicle, it's going to be sent out like this mostly on the lot. They normally don't do the rear wheel liner inside your vehicle. So when you have a white or a light colored vehicle, it really stands out. Normally it doesn't bother me, but my wife brought it to my attention and she says it looks like crap. So as I've been looking at this over the past week and a half since I've had ownership of this truck, the more I look at it, she's right. It doesn't look great. It stands out because you got the black wheel, you got black trim piece here, and you have this all exposed white paint in your wheel well, and it does stand out. So we're going to fix that today. So we're going to fix that with liners to go in the back of the wheel well. So I looked around, I did some research. The ones from Chevy are about 175 bucks. And when I go on the Chevy website, for some reason it's saying it's not available for the 3500s. Kind of find that hard to believe, but maybe they don't make them for it. I don't know. So I looked around a little bit more and I got these through Husky Liners. Rough Country makes a version of it, sold at I think realtruck.com, but we got the Husky ones directly from Husky and they cost me about 120 bucks. So it's a pretty inexpensive, especially in today's market, a pretty inexpensive accessory to add to your vehicle to make it look a lot better. So let's get this box open. It's supposed to be a real simple install. This box is so light. These are plastic, they're not like a felt, so it's just literally just plastic liners. Almost like your plastic drop-in bed liners, same concept. I don't even think they come with instructions. I guess it's gonna be self-explanatory. We'll find out. So you got some pre-made dimples and holes, so I'd imagine there's some like pushy, yeah, no instructions. I guess you gotta go online for that, but I guess it'll be self-explanatory. I'm sure there's some pre-made like little push knobs in there, little push pins that we can pull out, put these up inside and put them back in. Alright, you had a little self-sticky thing on there, but I kind of looked inside the wheel well and I could see where the pre-drilled holes are and the liners where you'd have to put push pins in it, but there was no push pins. I'm like, oh, don't tell me that they didn't send the push pins and it got lost during the thing. But you can see there's these little push pins here with washers. It does come with instructions, but I can see on the back of the thing it says DS and PS, so you got driver's side and passenger side, but literally you're just going to slide these things in, push these pins in, and that's it. You know, it's just like your factory liners, and it's gonna make this thing look a lot better. And then also too, I did pre-clean the wheel wells before I did this video, and you can see there's just little soft hard plastic, some rubber washers that are pretty stuck together from this South Carolina heat. So you got that with this. I would imagine the washer goes in front of this, but we'll just double check the instructions and make sure we're doing it right. So we'll just push them in, install them. But I did clean the wheel wells before I shot this video, and they were a mess already. I live on a dirt road, I'm always on construction sites, and it just gets caked inside those little crevices, so I had to really scrub it out with this liner. It's also going to keep that dirt from collecting in there. Being these are plastic, it's just going to hit that, be able to rinse them off real easy. When I go to the car wash, all that mud should just kind of fall out of the wheel wells a lot better than getting trapped. So without that, the dirt getting trapped in your wheel wells, it's also going to prevent rust over over a long period of time. But we're just going to double check these contents here. So based on the instructions, you got these little torque screws here. I think they're number 10s. I think they want you to remove these little screws and tuck this behind this, because there should be a metal lip here from the factory. Then reinstall these 3 screws on each side. This way this lip here, where you can see those little cutouts are, get tucked behind that. Then you can see there's these little push, these pre-drilled holes, which is going to correlate with those little square holes that you see there. So we're gonna get this all tucked up inside here. We'll probably take these screws out. I think we have to, but if not, we'll see if we can get away without taking them out. But probably easier to take those little screws out of here. Not a big deal. This way it tucks behind there properly. This way, once you put these in there, they're in there for good. But you want to tuck it behind this metal, or sorry, this plastic lip. The liner that comes with the vehicle, this little black lip here. So we're going to work at this up there. We're probably going to put at least one screw, one little push pin in here before we take those other screws out. This way, kind of hold it in place. We're just tucking this behind. Technically, this is my first upgrade to this vehicle, minus the truck box, but we already had that. And you'll know when you're in place right is when it lines up with those holes. I just have to take these screws out so this falls down. I'm lined in over here. I just have to get up higher. Even though the instructions say to take these out, you know, we always still try as a man to not follow the instructions, but we're going to take these couple of screws out so this rock guards come off. And it's good if you actually have like a right angle drill like this or attachment. If not, just like a stubby screwdriver will make it a lot easier. But this just kind of, there's a screw on the bottom. We're going to try to leave that screw on the bottom to hold this, but we're going to let this fall down, and then this rock guard is what actually helps hold this in place. It lets it drop properly into its seat. But it's just plastic. You just got to work it around. Have patience, which is hard for me to have patience. I definitely will say it takes a little bit of work to get this kind of worked in there. Right, so it lines up with the holes. So you definitely got to play with it. But once they line up, I mean, you snap those in and that's it. But it definitely takes a little bit of finagling to get these to line up right. But you definitely want to take those rock guards off. It does make it easier. You know, take both of them off right from the beginning. And you just got to work it up and line these holes up. I mean, it's plastic, so you just got to work it back around and back and forth and get it to line up and pull and tweak and all that good stuff. So you will see here, they got these cutouts here for you to tuck it underneath, but be able to put your screws back into the tabs. So just keep that in mind, that you want to make sure that this liner is setting so these tabs that you screw back into are visible before you put the screws in. All right, took a little bit to get it in. It says a few minute installation. It's more than a few minutes. And I did have to cut the plastic on this one right here. All the other ones lined up once I got it worked into place. But this one was off a little bit, so I wasn't sure if, you know, the factory changed the location a little bit or the cut of the plastic was off. I don't know. I mean, it's still just plastic. It does mold. You can form it. You can twist it. But I did have to cut a little bit of the plastic liner here for this one here to push into the hole. It was off by like ½ an inch, so it could have been me. There is screws sticking down up top, but I think that's what these little dimples are for here from up top in the bed. So it was just off a little bit, but I just cut that plastic a little bit and got it in there with a utility knife. But we got this one side done. We're gonna hit the other side. Hopefully it's a little easier, and we'll be back with you. Get it in the hole. Yeah, it looks like these ones here line up a lot better. So that's 1, 2, that's 3. Definitely lines up a lot better than the other side. So who knows? Everything's different. And like they say, the more you do things, the quicker you get at it, right? So maybe because it's my second one, who knows? So before we move any farther here, we're going to make sure that we got this side screwed in so nothing moves. Yeah, it's almost like the same thing with this. It's just off just a little bit, but I got this one to be a little bit closer here. I don't think I have to cut the plastic. Okay, all the push pins are in. Make sure all these Christmas trees are in there good, as we call them. Tuck this behind that and screw this one in. You can see the before and after. What a huge difference. How much nicer it looks, especially from looking way back here. You got that black wheel well that matches the front one and kind of hides all that white paint. Much better, guys, much better. So you can see how much better it looks. It's supposed to be a quick install. The driver's side was pretty quick. It took me less than 10 minutes. Maybe I should have started with the driver's side. Passenger side was just off a little bit. It is plastic. There's some like little screws that come down from the top of the bed from Chevy. It could just been that holding it down a little bit. You know, people put screws in different spots. You just don't know. But something was definitely pushing it down out of the side. So this side probably took me about 15, maybe 20 minutes. If that, I don't think it took me that long, but it just felt long because I was struggling with it a little bit. It is a quick and easy install as long as you can get those holes to line up right. You definitely want to take the rock guards off. You just need a torque 10 size bit, maybe a little stubby screwdriver or a little right angle drill. Obviously you don't want to over tighten those because they're just in there with some tabs. So just slightly tighten those back up. You tuck everything behind all of this, behind that, down underneath the rock guards, and it stays put. And you got those Christmas trees in there that hold it in place. They are removable. You have those push pins, like little crowbars you can get. You can pull those out. If for some reason you need to take it out for any reason, it's not hard to take out. It'll be a little easier to put back in because you've done it a few times already. But it makes a world of difference. My wife is right. It makes the truck look a lot better, and it's 120 bucks. I think to me that $120 was well spent. You know, maybe reach out to Husky. Maybe they can give you a little bit of a discount. I don't know, but I think 120 is fair. They're very durable plastic, just like a bed liner, and all that mud and debris is just going to fall right off that. So that's it, guys. First upgrade to the truck. We got about 1,300 miles on this in about a week and a half, so we're putting a lot of miles on it already. We'll have our first early oil change. I wanted to change it already, but I'll probably about 1,600 on it before my first oil change. Then we're going to change it again at 5,000 and then 5,000 intervals after that. So that's it. We got some other things coming up with this truck that we'll review with you. We'll keep you updated with the gas engine on this, how we're liking it, how things are working, any problems. And as always, guys, be safe on the water. I'll catch you in the water or see you from Race Acres. If you have any questions, drop them in the comments. See you guys soon.